Hi guys, this is Sadek from Dradwin.com, and in this video, we'll show you how to root any GSI ROM via Magisk. So as you might be aware, when it comes to custom ROM, you could easily root it just by extracting the boot.img file from the custom ROM, batching it via Magisk, and flashing it via fileroot command. But when we talk about GSI ROM, as you might be aware, it only has a system.img file. There is no boot, vendor, vbmeta or any such file. So for the sake of reference, let me show you. As you could see, this is the Pixel Experience ROM and it only has an system.img file. There is no other file. So the generic method of patching the boot.img file will not work in GSI ROM. So what else can be done? Well, in order to root any GSI ROM, you will have to take the help of the TWRP recovery. This is a major drawback because not every phone have a support of TWRP recovery. So at the time of recording, only those phones which have a working custom recovery such as TWRP, Orange Fox or Pitch Black could perform the root and will be able to root their phone via Magisk. So with that in mind, let's get started. First and foremost, please take a backup of all the data on your phone. While it will not wipe off any data, but still take a backup just to be on safer side. Once that is done, let me first show you. Currently, I am using a Pixel Experience ROM, GSI ROM, which is based on Android 13. So these are some of the GSI features, and if I go to the about phone section, you could verify from here is the Pixel Experience latest May update. As you could see from here, so I'm using the May update, and as of now my phone is not rooted. I'm using an app known as Root Checker. So install that app from Play Store, and if I tap on verify root, as you could see, my phone is not rooted. So in this video, we'll show you how to root this GSI ROM. In fact, the steps are applicable across all the GSI ROM, whether it's a CR Droid ROM, the YAP ROM, or the Lineage OS ROM, or any other GSI ROM of your choice. The steps are universal across all the phones. So with that in mind, let's get started. First and foremost, you have to download and extract Android SDK platform tools. This is the official ADB binary given by Google and is required to execute ADB command. So download it from the link given in my guide and extract them onto your PC. You could extract them anywhere you want. I have done the extraction in eDrive, as you could see, and these are the files of the platform tools. Once that is done, you will now have to enable USB debugging on your phone as well. So go to the settings menu on your phone. From there, go to about device or about phone and tap on build number 7 times. You will get a prompt that you are now a developer. So now go back, go to system, and you should now see developer option. Go there and enable the toggle next to USB debugging. So let me show you once again. You might now get a prompt, tap on OK. Likewise, you might get an RSA key fingerprint prompt. Make sure to tap on OK on that as well. Once that is done, let's now verify the debugging connection. So go to platform to folder address bar, type in CMD and hit enter. This will launch command prompt inside the platform tool folder. So now type in ADB devices and hit enter. Make sure you're getting a serial ID. If you're not getting any ID, then unplug and replug your phone from the PC. Disable and re-enable USB debugging. Tap on revoke USB debugging. Use the official cable that came with your phone and use the USB 2.0 port on your PC. So carry out these USB tweaks and make sure you're getting a serial ID. Once you're getting this ID, your next course of action is to download the Magisk APK file. There is no need for the zip file. You could download the APK file itself because TWRP could now easily flash the APK file as well. So go to my guide and grab hold of the Magisk APK file. At the time of recording, the latest version is 26.1. So grab hold of the file from here. You could also verify the changelog, official changelog from GitHub, or download the APK file. Once you've got the APK file, simply place the APK file onto your phone. So if your phone is not visible on your PC, in that case you have to expand the Android system, select charging this device via USB and choose file transfer. Your phone should now be visible on your PC and you could now transfer the Magisk APK file onto your phone. I have already done the transfer in a folder named as root. Let me show you. This is the Magisk APK file which I'll be using. You could also use the zip file, but it's not required because the recovery could easily flash the APK file itself. So as of now, just download and place the Magisk APK file onto your phone. Once that is done, your next course of action is to download and install the TWRP recovery for your phone. So as of now, please either use the official TWRP website or the unofficial source such as XDA. So grab hold of the TWRP recovery. Only the IMG file will do. There is no need for the zip file. So in my case, I'm using a Poco F4. Code name is Munch. So I will need the TWRP recovery for my phone. So I already done the download. Let me simply copy its IMG file. So it must be here. Just wait a minute. So this is the recovery file. So copy the TWRP recovery and place it in the platform tool folder on your PC. Only the IMG file is required. There is no need for the zip file. Now for the ease of convenience, let's rename the file to something shorter. So let's just rename it to TWRP so that the complete name becomes twrp.img. Once that is done, we will now have to boot our phone to fast boot mode and then we will flash this recovery file. So let's proceed ahead. For that, make sure you have enabled USB debugging. Once that is done, open CMD window inside platform tool folder and now type in adb reboot bootloader and hit enter, and your phone will subsequently boot to fast boot mode. It will take only a few seconds, so let's just wait for the time frame. So the screen might vary depending on the phone that you own. Currently I'm using a Poco F4, so you will be seeing this fast boot screen. So now you will have to first and foremost verify the fast boot connection. So open CMD window and type in fast boot devices and hit enter. Make sure you are getting a serial ID. If you're not getting any ID, then you will have to install fast boot drivers onto your PC. I'll give a link for that in the description. Likewise, use the Windows X shortcut key and choose device manager. Now expand the Android phone section, and under Android phone, make sure your phone is being shown as Android bootloader interface, as you could see from here. So this, as well as the serial ID, signifies your PC is able to read the phone in fast boot mode and you are now good to go ahead. So next up, you will now have to boot your phone to the TWRP recovery. So make sure that the name of the recovery file is TWRP, is in the IMG format and it's placed inside the platform tool folder on your PC. So once you have checked marked all these requirements, just type in fastboot boot twrp.img and hit enter, and our phone will now boot to the TWRP just for one-time usage. We are using the boot command because most of the phone nowadays does not have a recovery partition. If your phone has a recovery partition, you could then permanently flash it as well using the fastboot flash recovery twrp.img. But as of now, since our phone does not have a recovery partition, we are just booting our phone to the TWRP for one-time usage. If you want to make the recovery permanent, you could go to advanced and select either flash current TWRP, or you could also choose install recovery RAM disk and then choose the twrp.img file. But as of now, we will only require TWRP for one-time usage, so I'm not making it permanent. I just want for one-time usage, so I just use the boot command. So with that said, now that your phone is in the recovery mode, you could go ahead and flash the Magisk APK file. So go to install and select the APK file. You could flash both the APK and zip. As for the sake of reference, let me show you the APK file. So select the Magisk APK file and perform right to flash it. The flashing will now begin and it will take a few seconds. So let's just wait for the time frame and the flashing will now begin. So once the flashing is done, you will be notified of the same, and as you might be seeing a error message of the product partition. So this is because earlier we have removed this partition to flash the GSI ROM. So when you are flashing the GSI ROM such as the Pixel ROM, we used a command. Let me show you the command as well. So we had used this command to remove the logical partition product A in order to make space for the system.img file. So it's just showing that is unable to find the product partition. It's not a cause of any concern since we have already removed the partition. So it's just notifying us that apart from that, as you could see, the flashing is now successful. So you could now tap on reboot and select system, and your phone should now reboot to the OS. It should only take a few seconds for the boot up. So let's just wait for the time frame, and then you'll have to carry out a few additional tweaks, and after that your phone will be rooted. And once we have obtained root, I will then show you how to pass the SafetyNet test as well. In other words, how to pass the basic integrity and CTS profile match test on your phone as well. So let's just first wait for the phone to boot up and then we'll move ahead with the next step. So now unlock your phone, and now you have, as you could see, the Magisk app is not there. This is because the Magisk has only been installed in the backend. In the front end, we don't have the UI to interact with. So now we'll have to install that Magisk APK file as well. So just go to the File Manager app and select the same Magisk APK file and install it. Then, as you could see, we are getting the update prompt and not the install prompt because the Magisk is installed in the backend. We have just flashed Magisk via TWRP recovery, so it has been flashed in the backend. We just need the UI in the front end. So just launch the Magisk APK and tap on update, and the Magisk will now be installed onto your phone. And as you could see, the app has now been installed. So let me show you. This is the APK file. Let me bring it in the home screen. And now let's launch the app, and you will get a prompt that requires additional setup. Tap on OK, then select direct install and tap on let's go. It will now patch and flash the boot img file, the patch boot img file. So it will take around 5 to 10 seconds, and once that is done, you will then have to reboot your phone to the OS. This process takes around 5 to 10 seconds, so let's just wait for the time frame and then we'll proceed ahead. So as you could see, it's now currently flashing the new boot img file, and now the flashing is done. Let me focus it for you. So as you could see, we have now got the reboot button. So tap on reboot, and this time around our phone should now reboot to the rooted OS. So we will now verify the root setup via the root checker app, and I'll show you that as well. So let's just wait. While you are flashing the Magisk TWRP or carrying out these tasks, the boot up might take up a few seconds extra. That's completely normal and nothing to worry about. This is because we are making some changes to the system partition and changes to the boot partition. So it might take a few additional seconds extra while booting up. It will not happen from subsequent boot up. That's just for the first time delay. So let's just wait for a few seconds, and our phone is now booted to the OS. So let's now launch the Magisk app and verify the results. So as you could see, our phone is now rooted by Magisk, and it's the latest build which we have installed. Likewise, if I now launch the root checker app and tap on verify root, let me show you. So you could see we have got the Magisk prompt. So let me tap on grant, and with this we have now obtained root, and currently we are running the GSI ROM. So let me show you that as well. It's the PH table settings, as you could see from here, and under about device it's the pixel experience. So as you could see, we are running the latest pixel experience GSI ROM, and it's rooted. You could verify from here as well. It's the PHS table settings, as you could see. So guys, with this we have checkmarked the first half of the guide on how to root the GSI ROM. Now let's turn our focus on how to pass the SafetyNet test. So as you might be aware, once you root any customer GSI ROM, it will trip the SafetyNet test, and then you will not be able to use any banking and payment app of your choice. So you will have to first pass the SafetyNet test. So as of now, let's first verify the result. For that, I'll be using an app known as YASNAC. You could install the app from Play Store to check the test results. So let's install the YASNAC app and make sure that you are online currently. Now launch the app, go online and tap on run SafetyNet attestation. So as you could see, currently we are failing both this test, the basic integrity and series profile match test. So our ultimate aim will be to pass both these tests. So with that in mind, let's get started. First and foremost, you will have to hide the Magisk app. So let me show you how that could be done. So launch the Magisk app, tap on the settings icon, and then tap on hide the Magisk app. Then rename it to any name of your choice. So for the sake of reference, I will rename it to Droidwin. You could give it any name of your choice and tap on OK. So Magisk will now rename it and hide it. The app name and the app icon both will be hidden. It will now ask for the shortcut. So I don't want a shortcut. I am tapping on cancel. And with this, the app is now hidden, as you could see. From now onwards, the Droidwin app will be our new Magisk app. So let's bring it to the home screen. Next up, you will now have to install the systemless host module. To launch the Magisk app, tap on the settings icon, and then you have to tap on systemless host. With this, the module will now be added. So go back, go to modules, and as you could see, the module is now added and enabled. Once that is done, you will now have to enable Zygisk onto your phone as well. So go to the Magisk homepage, and currently, as you could see, it's showing us no next to Zygisk. So tap on the settings icon at the top right, and now enable the toggle next to Zygisk. It will ask you to restart your phone. We will not do a restart now. We will do a restart after flashing a module. So you will now have to download the module name as SafetyNet Fix module. To download the module and place the module onto your phone. Once you have transferred the module onto your phone, let's now flash this module. So launch the Magisk app, go to modules, tap on install from storage, and now you have to select the module. So let me select this module file. So it's the SafetyNet Fix module, select it and tap on OK, and the module will now be flashed. Once done, tap on reboot, and with this the module has been flashed and Zygisk will be enabled as well. So now only a few additional steps are left. We will carry out that few steps, and then your phone will be passing the SafetyNet test as well. And during this process, it might take a few extra seconds to boot up. That's completely normal and nothing to worry about. So let's just wait for a phone to boot up and then we'll proceed ahead with the next step. I will be linking all these guides in the description as well. You could refer to this guide and get the job done. So let's wait for the time frame, and currently we have flashed the module as well. So first off, let's launch the Magisk app, which in my case is renamed to DroidWin, and go to module, and as you could see, both the modules are now up and running. Likewise, under Zygis, it's now saying yes next to Zygis. So Zygis is now enabled as well. So next up, you will now have to configure the Magisk hide or deny list. For that, you have to go to the settings menu of Magisk, then enable the toggle next to enforce deny list. Now tap on configure deny list, then tap on the overflow icon in the top right and check mark show system apps. Now you will have to hide the root from the following three apps: the Google Play Service, the Google Play Store, and the Google Service Framework, as well as the fourth app, the Google Play Protect service, if it's there on your custom ROM. This app is only there on some ROM. So let's first hide the root from the first three apps, and then we'll verify if the fourth app is there or not. So first off is Google Play Service. So let's search for the Google Play Service app. So let me make use of the search bar. So expand the Google Play Service and make sure to enable the toggle next to all the services. Likewise, do the same for Google Play Store as well. Enable the toggle next to all the services. Then we have the Google Service Framework. So let's search for the framework app. Just a minute. Enable the toggle next to all the services. And the fourth one is the Google Play Protect service. So let me search if it's there on this custom ROM or in this GSI ROM or not. So I don't think Play Protect. So this app is not there on your phone. As of now, you have to hide the root from Play Service, Play Store, and Service Framework. After that, you will now have to hide the root from the banking and payment app of your choice. Once that is done, you will now have to remove the data of all these three apps. So let's carry out that task as well. For that, go to the settings menu on your phone, then go to apps, then see all apps, tap on the overflow icon and select show system. And first off, let's search for the Play Service app. Go there, go to storage and cache, then tap on manage space, then tap on clear all data and hit OK. With this, the app data has been removed. Now go back and again go back. Now search for the Google Play Store. So go to storage and cache, then tap on clear storage, tap on delete. Next up, we have the Play Google Service Framework. So let's search for the framework app as well. So go there and go to storage and cache, tap on clear storage and tap on delete. Once that is done, you will now have to remove the data of the banking and payment app of your choice from which you have hidden the root. So make sure to remove that app data as well. Once that is done, you will now have to restart your phone. Do note that this restart is compulsory. So we will now just restart our phone, and after that, once our phone boot up, we will now have passed both the tests. So I'll show the result as well, but before that, I will be discussing an important UI bug as well. So I will show you what exactly is that bug and whether or not it will affect your phone or not. And once we are done with that UI bug, we will then check out the result as well. So let's just wait for our phone to boot up, and only a couple of minutes more are remaining, and then we will round off this video. So our phone should now boot to the OS. So before verifying the result, you should launch the Magisk app, then tap on the settings icon, and now you have to go to the configure deny list. As you could see, the Google Service Framework is unchecked and the Google Play Service is missing from this list. So both of these are just a UI bug in the front end. In the back end, everything is working well and good. So you don't have to worry about this. Don't check this list anytime soon. There is nothing to worry about as such. So with that said, go online and now launch the GSI app and tap on run SafetyNet attestation. And as you could see, we are now passing both these tests. So you could now easily use any banking and payment app of your choice on your GSI ROM. So just to verify, as you could see, we are using the GSI ROM over here. It's the Pixel Experience ROM, but as I told you before, the steps are applicable across all the ROMs. So let me show you. This is the GSI ROM. As you could see, it's the PHA table settings and about device as well. You could verify from here. So guys, on that note, I round up this video on how you could root any GSI ROM via Magisk and then pass the SafetyNet test as well. If you have any queries, do let me know in the comment section. And guys, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more tips and tricks. Thanks a lot for watching.